Alright, what's up guys? We're here doing the personality test. This is my, I have my headset on just because my hair is bad. I didn't comb my hair today because I'm retarded. Anyways, this is my, personality test. Remember I did it back in 2017 on my iPhone. Actually, no, it wasn't my iPhone. It was this little rinky-dink thing. Yes, I still have the same phone from 7 years ago because it's not completely broken. I mean, it still works. The way I see phones is you don't need the new one. Just as long as your old phone still works, then you're completely fine. I might need to buy me a new one at some point. I mean, probably be a good idea, but am I? Probably not. Anyways, yeah. Let's get started on the new one. I'm sorry my quality has been really bad. I, for some reason, turned it down to 420p instead of 720p. So now it's back up to 720. It should be at least whenever I upload the video. If not, I'm sorry. I'm bad with quality. Anyways, so yeah, let's take this. F11 this hoe. Let's fucking go. We're gonna... Look how many people have taken this so far. Jesus. 254,204,933. I know how to read numbers. Don't worry, I know how to read numbers. Alright, anyways, let's go and take the test. It's a fast and easy test. It'll take less than 12 minutes. Be yourself. Answer honestly, even if you don't like the answer. Complete it all. Try not to leave any neutral answers. Alright. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Fuck no. I don't like a lot of people. I like... If it's gonna be like a social event, it has to be with like me and my friends. I don't like people. I've said this before in another video. I do not like people. I think I might have even said that in the last video that I did, that I don't like people. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Yeah, I like doing that. It makes me feel nice a little bit. Actually, don't strongly agree. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. Yes, actually. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has... Yes. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problems. Yeah. People can rarely upset you. Yeah. I don't really get upset often. At least that's how I think about myself, at least. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. You often rely on people to, yes, to be the ones to start a conversation. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. You rarely worry if you make a good impression on someone you met. No, I worry a lot most of the time. Be like, did I do a good time? Did I show them that I was actually a good person, or am I a terrible person? It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. Fuck no, dude. I do that every day of my life. I've done that for the past 3 months. 2 months. I said 3 months, guys. You are more of a detail-oriented. You're more of a detail-oriented than a big-pictured person. I don't know. Probably. I like looking at the details. You are very affectionate with people you care about. Yes, I love very hard. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Not really. You are still bothered by the mistakes you make. I mean, yes. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found further away from the action. Yes. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. Yeah. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. Yes. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. No. I crack under pressure very easily. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. No, I have a big problem jumping right into the conversation. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Yep. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. That's not nice. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. No, I get sidetracked all the fucking time. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, and your knowledge. Normally, yes. When at social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yes. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. No, I actually like talking about philosophical stuff, like just going down the rabbit hole of like a single thought and just keep expanding upon the thought, you know. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. I have before, so I can't not. Wait, no, it's the opposite. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. I would try not to, but I have done it before. I've broke down in front of people before. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and empty atmosphere than more quiet and intimate ones. Yes. Wait. No, you feel more drawn to places with a... No, that's opposite. More than quiet and intimate ones. I love quiet and intimate atmospheres. You like discussing different views and theories on the world, on what the world could look like in the future. Sure. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. No, I would rather think it out than just impulsively go for it. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. I'm not sure. Cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something you cannot see, touch, or experience. Problem with me is I'm too lazy, so I actually cannot imagine myself doing something like that. I would love to think I would. I mean, I absolutely would if I wasn't lazy. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. No, I'd rather forgive people. You have to make decisions on a whim. Yeah, I always make the saying, I always tell my friends I have never thought about any decision I have ever made in my life, and it's terrible because I have fucked a lot of things up by not thinking about my decision and just going with it. It's really dumb of me. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. No, I like spending time with my friends, but the time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with others people. I like the time I spend with other people. It's mostly because I don't go out a lot and I stay inside a lot. So whenever I do go out, it's like a treasured moment, you know? You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning, or fuck no, I don't. I don't put effort into that shit. You always know exactly what you want. No, I don't. Not normally. You rarely think back on choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. I always think about choices I made and how I should have done it differently. When in public places, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yes. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. No, I like thinking about the future. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I don't know. I'm okay. I understand people's feelings most of the times, but other times it's just like, fuck, dude. When starting to work on a project, prefer to make as many decisions up front. When starting to work on projects, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. No. If I'm working on a project, I just like to breeze by the wind. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Yes. Yes. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No. Alright, we're 70% way through, guys. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yeah. You often drift away. Yeah. You look after yourself first and others come second. I have to think about others first. I don't think I should look after myself. That's actually a thing I should do, but I normally don't. I usually want to help other people. I want to make sure that they're okay. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at the moment. Yes. I don't plan anyways. Your mood can change very quickly. Not really. Not really. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. No, not really. I just go with the flow. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Yes, I do. I even do it in my YouTube videos. I've done it in my YouTube videos a couple times. You have got detailed education or career development plans stretching year. Fuck, no, I don't. God, I wish I did, but I don't. You rarely dwell on your regrets. I heavily dwell on my regrets. You spend time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around. It quickly makes you feel drained and need to get away. Yes, I don't like a lot of people. You see yourself as more realistic than a visionary. No, actually. You find it easy to emphasize with the person who has gone through something you never have. Not really. If I notice someone hasn't gone through something I have, it's really hard for me to like see in their eyes like how badly it could be. Normally, sometimes it's like I have sort of understand what you're coming from. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. My personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Pretty much. Yeah, like whenever I do streaming, it's like I have a burst of energy at the fucking beginning. Then it just starts getting into like droning, just doing things, just getting stuff done. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Sometimes, yeah. After a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. No. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. You frequently find yourself wondering how technology advancements could change everyday life. Yes. You always consider how your actions might affect others before doing something. No, that's how I get into terrible situations. You still honor the commitments you have made, even if you have a change of heart. Normally, yes. You rarely feel insecure. I feel insecure a lot. Like, even doing these videos, I'm just like, they're not good enough. I'm just putting out the same shit that everyone else does on YouTube. I'm terrible. Meditator. See, that's really interesting, because the last time I did this, we can actually kind of do this here thing here. So I'm a meditator. I'm an INFP. INTPA is what I did last time. I've changed a lot over the past 3 years. Obviously, I've gone through a lot of more, things especially growing into adulthood. I've been through like relationships, and I've been through things that I wish I couldn't have done, and a lot of that thing. I think I've actually become more introverted over the years. I want to see this. Yeah, I've become more introverted over the years. 19% opposed to 22%. Intuitive and observation 71-29. That's actually been pretty like. I've actually been like struggling that there. See, I love looking at this, even though this video was made in 2017. I love just looking back on what I did different. Shut up, PJ. Shut up, PJ. I hate that I recorded this on my shitty fucking. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Energy. So nature, thinking, feeling. Yeah, it's a lot more thinking than feeling. That disregard, tacting and dodging in prosperity. Yeah, it's a little bit the same there, but it's obviously changed more to prospecting and identity and assertive, turbulentive. That one I don't imagine changed as much. Wow, 60% assertive to 40% turbulent. That's insane to think about. Holy hell. This trait upends on all the others, showing how confident you are in our abilities and decisions. Oh, okay, I see. So, I'm still an introvert. that hasn't changed much. Apparently, I've changed my mental energy opposed to being more intuitive and observant. It's kind of like almost 50-50 there. It sure determines how you make decisions and cope with emotions. I am in my feels a lot more than I did back in the day. Back in the day, I wouldn't really like tell people my feelings until like broke up with my first like real relationship. It was like a 6 month relationship. It was the longest relationship I've been in, and it was actually a really nice relationship. It ended on bad terms, obviously, because I'm not with them anymore, and it really like showed me how like it really helped me to talk to friends about my emotions. Normally, I wouldn't have done that beforehand if I hadn't had this big thing happen in my life. And then it's just like, I thought back about it. It's like, these things you can learn from. So I learned that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be as like more invested in my gaming and YouTube stuff, and I should pay more attention to them, that type of thing. I also shouldn't let people try to change me. The whole reason why I got my jobs at Staples was because she at the time, I mean, she was really nice. She wanted the best for me. I can tell that. And also, she just wanted to change a lot of who I was. She'd get mad at me for playing video games. That's literally my life. Which, I mean, I understand most people, like, she wanted a lot of my attention, and I just really wouldn't give it to her. Mostly because I didn't really, like, feel like it was necessary, per se. Because not a very good lover per se. I haven't really been in as much relationships to acquire that skill of being like lovely to people. Whenever I'm there, I'm like all lovey-dovey, but I feel like texting like every other minute is just so taxing, and I'm like, I want to play my games, gotta understand, blah blah this, blah blah that, you know what I mean? It's really weird. But yeah, tactics. What was that compared to the other thing? Judging prosperity. This hasn't really changed much. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. I don't really like make out a plan. I kind of just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. Type of shit. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I think I've asserted abilities of other people opposed to my own. So it's crazy how differently you change in 3 years. That's really cool. Start reading. Would you like us to email you these results before you start? This completely optional, free, and only takes a second. No, I have a YouTube video to look back on this if I really must. Alright, I'm not gonna read all of this. What's the NTR? Oh yeah, see? NTFPA, which is what I had last time, I think, right? NTFPA. Fuck. NTPA. NTPA. So it completely changed. That's crazy. Materials, personalities are true idealists, always looking for a hint of good and even the worst people in events starting in the way back in the experience. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mentors have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. Compromising just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the minor personality type, but when they find the like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a foundation of joy and inspiration. That's really nice. Okay, I want to see the introduction to the other one, because I'm not going to read all of this. Just want to see. I was bad at pronouncing things even way back when. I just want to... Okay. That's a fucking quote. Okay, there it is. I'm just gonna fucking read this. The Logican personality type is fairly rare, making up only 3% of the population, which is definitely a good thing for them, as there's nothing they'd be more unhappy about than being common. Logicians pride themselves in their introvertedness and their creativity, their unique perspective and vigorosity intellect, usually known as the philosopher and architect, or the dreamy professor. Legends have been responsible for many scientific discoveries throughout history. Alright. So the difference between me, 2017, a couple years ago, and now is that I am more in tune with my feelings, pretty much, I think. About there. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I liked looking back on how I felt in 2017 opposed to how I feel now. It's really cool how things have changed. Like the biggest change, I forgot what it was. The biggest change was like, I think it was intuitive towards observant, right? 71. There was a big change there. I don't remember which one it was. Oh yeah, I was intuitive towards observant. I was a whole lot more introverted. Now I'm a lot more observant. Kind of changed that down a little bit. Thinking and feeling, that changed drastically. Remember? Yeah, I think a lot. I feel a lot more than I think, which is bad. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I might do this again if I'm still doing YouTube in like the next 3 years. I might do this again because this was really fun to do, and I want to keep doing this and see how it changed overall. It's so fucking fascinating to see. If you guys want to take this test, I'll put the description to it down. I'll put the link to it down in the description. I'll put the description of it down in the description, you know. I'll put the link to it down in the description. And I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys comment, rate, subscribe, do all that cool shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.